What's up, YouTube? It's Cubano's Comics coming back at you with what I promised. Finally, my keys issue. Pulled out some books that I thought were some of the best keys that I had. These are going to be in absolutely no particular order. They're just some books. I'll start off with the raw books and then a few of the slabs that I pulled out. But anyway, like I said, it's really not in any particular order. But let's start off with one of my favorites, Batman, New 52, number one. I've said this in a couple of my videos. I think this is one of the best runs ever. I do have the whole run, 1 through 52, and Snyder Capullo, I think, did a fabulous job on this comic. It really did justice to Batman, and I'm looking forward to see, like I've said before, what the new rebirth brings this title. Another Batman, an older one, obviously, is Batman number 428, and that is The Death in the Family. That's the death of Robin. I bought that one off the rack a long time ago, and it's a really good book, and one of the classics when Robin dies. I also have this, one of my favorite Joker, probably the favorite Joker story of all time, which is Batman the Killing Joke. That book is classic. The story about him being a comedian and what happens to him and how he turns into the Joker, and this story by I think it was it says Alan Moore and Brian Bolden, but there was an article about this, and it was really weird. It was like, they were saying that he wanted to well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to give any spoilers of what happens in the book, just in case you haven't read it. But I do highly recommend that you go read this book. It's one of the best Batman stories, Joker stories of all time, in my opinion. But anyway, so that's those. Let's go over to a couple of Avengers comics. This is Avengers, and I hope I fixed the glare a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you can see the books a little bit better. This is Avengers number 11, the first appearance of Spider-Man in the Avengers. Pretty cool. It's a little cheesy, the story, but it's a great book. I think this book's in great shape, and it's classic. The cover's classic. So I went ahead and in the theme of that Spider-Man, I have also 316 when he actually joins the Avengers. So I went ahead and got that, and not super key, but staying in the Spider-Man area, this is Spider-Man Original Sin. Here we go, number 4, first appearance of Silk. That is one of my favorite stories as well. Silk is a great character, and that was her first appearance. And I also have the variant to that cover, which is great. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll go ahead and get to that. Just kicked off on AMC, Preacher, number 1. I do have that whole run as well. One of my favorite. Garth Ennis did an incredible job on this story, and from what I see so far, the show is as crazy as the book. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this series that just started. And again, Preacher is amazing. So another first appearance is DC Comics Presents, and that is number 26, the first appearance of the new Teen Titans. That's a classic cover as well. Love that one. Of course, everyone knows what that book is. It's New Mutants number 98, first appearance of Deadpool. Deadpool, one of my favorite characters as well. He's funny as hell. So that's that. Over here. All right. Let's go with this one, Punisher, number 1, the original miniseries, the one that started right before his series began. Obviously, not his first appearance, but that's his first run in a comic book, and great story. I do have that set. It's Punisher is one of the best comic villains / heroes out there. So I love that book. I'm not a huge collector of The Walking Dead, but I do have number 100, which is the first appearance of Negan. I love Negan's storyline, and the Image Plus book that just came out with his backstory. They got to number 2 so far. That's pretty interesting. So we find out what Negan's story was before the apocalypse. So, but anyway, that's his first appearance in number 100. We're going to go now to Wolverine, number 1, his first monthly series. So that's a key book. This is definitely one of my favorite characters out there. I'm a huge fan of the X-Files, so I do have the original X-Files number 1. Great story. Now that the show came back a little bit, I'm hoping this gets some movement out there, but I think they just started the X-Files volume 2. So anyway, that's the original. All right, and then my X-Men, and this is X-Men number 38. Just incredible cover. I love the cover, the Blob and the Vanisher, and it's not really a key. It's not their first appearance since they showed up in X-Men number 3. But man, I mean, that is, Kirby, and that's just such an awesome cover. And the same thing goes for number 69 with the Mimic. I love that cover. And just, it's such a classic X-Men cover. I had to put that on this video. And then let's go to X-Men number 100. It's the first battle between the new and the original X-Men. It's a good book. Awesome classic cover there. Take these away, and let me tell you, I mean, obviously X-Men are one of my favorite series, so I have more of those. That's X-Men, excuse me, X-Men number 101, first appearance of Phoenix, who is an absolute badass, obviously. That's one of my favorite comics. It's classic cover right there. That thing is amazing. Okay, so first appearance of Weapon Alpha, X-Men number 109. That's first time that he later obviously becomes the leader, the Guardian, which is the leader of the Alpha Flight team, and that is his first appearance in X-Men. And then I don't have the first appearance of the Alpha Flight team, but this is the classic battle, and that's number 121 of the X-Men. That's another great cover, classic that I love. Another one, X-Men number 134, first Hellfire Club, and another amazing cover. And finally, for the X-Men, I have number 137, which is The Death of Phoenix. Amazing cover there as well. That's one of the most classic X-Men covers that I can think of. So anyway, that's that one. And then I do have some slabs of some newer comics, which one of my favorite series right now, period, is Descender. And that is Descender number 1, the variant cover. The heartfelt cover, or whatever, heartfeel cover, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the Jeff Lemire variant of number 1. One of the best. If you haven't read Descender, I highly recommend that you read this story. It is such a classic, amazing. The art is fantastic. It's kind of like these pastels. It's really, Dustin Nguyen, or he's just a great artist, and I think and the story is just amazing. I think they're going to make this into a movie. I'm not sure, but man, it's only, I think 1 through 18 is out right now, and this book is a phenomenal read, so I really highly recommend it. Okay, so one of my classic, that's X-Men number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse. I have that one at 9.6, and before the Descender, I don't know if you can see if that was a 9.8 CBCS. This is CGC 9.6 of X Factor number 6. Obviously, with the movie just coming out, it's a pretty hot book right now, so I really love this book, and the story. I mean, Apocalypse is a great villain, so take those out of there. I'm looking for the first part of this right now, but I do have the second CGC. That is X-Men number 142. It's the second part of Days of Future Past, which that movie was obviously made after, and I think that story is amazing. I have a couple of leads on 141 that I'm trying to get, but anyway, I love that book. I love that story. And then last but not least, try to keep this video as short as possible, is one of my I just got this back actually from CGC, and I did have some of the rainbow issues with the new case that some people have been complaining about. But you know, whatever. It's a book that I bought back in the 80s, and I just got it back. I was happy with the grade, and that is The Avengers number 57. First appearance of Vision, the Silver Age Vision, and I got that back at 8.5, which I was very happy with. But that's just an amazing cover. I mean, that's obviously vintage. That's such a classic black and red, and to get it at 8.5 with that black, I was really happy with that. So anyway, that's about it, guys. Those are the keys that I pulled out. Obviously, I have more, but these are the ones that I thought I wanted to show you guys. I love them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like. And if you haven't subscribed, I really would appreciate you subscribing. Planning on staying pretty active with the videos. So anyway, that's it. Until next time. Next Wednesday's Comic Book Wednesday. So I'll be making another LCS pull video for that. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you soon.